Ben.
Come on.
Come on. Don't seem too happy. Don't seem too happy. How are we? How are we today? We've seen a lot of the videos coming out of the away end since the final whistle. What was your experience being there?
Where do we start? It was an absolute shit show from the final whistle. And I'll tell you what, it was very, very strange. It was really strange because it seemed as though like Van de Ven just made like a complete beeline for the away fans as soon as the final whistle went. And I'm not sure what was said. I really don't know what was going on. I was just so confused what was going on. Van de Ven makes his beeline. I'm looking at Javi. So I thought Van de Ven was just like pointing at someone, like one of his family members in the crowd or something. And he's going over and he goes into the away fans. And I was like, all right, fine. He's just seeing a family member. And I'm seeing all this commotion. I'm looking at Javi. Javi is just looking at the away fans with this biggest confused look on his face. And then I look to my left. Van de Ven is having it out. Paulini is coming over and God knows what's going on. And then Vicario comes over and this one comes over and that one comes over. And it was just a complete mess. And it looked like it was getting really toxic over there. So I was a bit to the right, so I couldn't see 100% what was happening because there were so many people crowded around. And it did not look like a good situation in any way. And all these players kept coming over. And then the player liaison guy came over, and it was just a big mess, man. I have no idea what was said, though. It all started with Van de Ven. He looked like he was coming over, like really in a really aggressive way, and I just didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, I saw Porro as well, and João Palhinha both having altercations. Porro was quite aggressive, looked quite animated. It's not the first time we've seen, players at the end of games like showing discontent, I guess, or something like that. With a loud boos for Frank again at the end of the game. I heard. Yeah. What did you think of the game in general? Like, I thought it was, Frank said, good overall performance, but what did you think?
I've been listening to your fan show the whole way home, guys, and I went up with Aid, my uncle.
Is he in the car? Hello, Aid.
No, he's gone. I dropped him home just now.
But you're back. You're back in London already.
Yeah, I'm just about to park up outside mine now. But I thought we came out well. I thought first 15 minutes we were decent. We got the goal, obviously, put us 1-0 up. And after that, I felt like we dropped off a bit, as we always do. I thought first 15 minutes and last 15 minutes, I thought we were pretty good. But everything in between was absolute crap, basically.
Yeah, that's kind of how
that's how I felt about the game. And, like, during those moments in between the kind of good parts at the beginning at the end, like, it was just the same shit, wasn't it? Misplaced passes, not being able to break any lines, no progressive football. Just nothing to take away from that kind of hour of football. But look, in the first 15 minutes and last 15 minutes, I thought we were decent. So when Frank says it's a step in the right direction, it probably has been better than what we have been seeing for a lot of it.
Well, I guess if it's half an hour is better than nothing of good football.
Exactly.
I guess you could say. But he's saying in the second half.
Give it to me, Amir. Come on.
He's gone.
No, I think we're just clutching at straws here, guys. Like, really, we're trying to get some positives out of a 3-2 defeat to
a team that hasn't lost 11 games.
Exactly, who took 6 points off us this season, who are below us in the league. We're so far away from where we should even be trying to get to. Like, We're a shambles. We're an absolute shambles, Ben.
Let's get it right though with Bournemouth and this run that they're going on.
Yeah,
they're a hard team to play against at the Vitality, no matter what run they're going on.
No
Look at
doubt.
Arsenal.
No
Arsenal
doubt.
went there Arsenal went there last week.
They struggled to win. I watched it.
They were a massive struggle. Bournemouth were the better team for the first half.
Bournemouth agree.
Were putting them under so much pressure. They probably should have scored more goals in that first half. We know Bournemouth as an attacking force are a force to be reckoned with, no 100%. Matter what run they're on. So we can talk about their run all we want, but we know that we were in a game when we go to the Vitality, and it's always been like that under Frank, under Ange, under any manager.
It's true. But I'm not just going off what I've seen against Bournemouth, Ben. You know, it's all the other games combined. Everything that this last 5-6 months under Frank is just telling me we need to cut our ties with this guy. Say that we made the mistake. We as in Tottenham Hotspur made the mistake of bringing you in, and now we're correcting that mistake by letting you go. It's on us. It's not on you.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough to say, and you know, you're absolutely valid to say that because Frank so far has not shown us a lot. But we're here to talk about the Bournemouth game. Yeah. And Bournemouth are a very good side, no matter where they are in the league table.
Fully agree.
Got very good players.
No, I fully agree.
But they're also a side that technically would probably play into our hands in a sense. Like we would rather play a Bournemouth than a team that, you know, sits back or doesn't give you. They take risks, don't they? They press you. They give you opportunities, which we made, but we also conceded.
Yeah, we conceded, and look, this game was such fine lines, guys.
It was.
It was such fine lines. Like in those last 15 minutes, when we got that second goal, I felt we had the momentum, and I felt if anyone was going to get the goal, I thought it was going to be us. And we had that chance, Mickey van der Ven. From what I haven't seen,
what a save.
I haven't seen it back, but for me, it was. From what I saw, it was a worldie of a save.
It was a worldie save.
It was a
worldie
save.
He literally,
you know what I mean? So if that goes in, you never know. We might go on to win the game, and then the fan show's completely different, and we're sitting here with 3 points. So I felt this game was just a game of real fine margins, man.
I think probably a 2-2 draw was a fair result. I wouldn't say we would definitely deserve the win, but I also think our loss was harsh. Like I thought we didn't deserve to lose. I thought 2-2 they gave as good as they got. I thought there were moments when we were on top, we were looking good, like actually playing some decent stuff. But it's hard to cling on to that when at the end of the day it is another loss against a team that hasn't won a game in 11. It's Dr. Tottenham rearing his ugly head again, isn't it?
But we knew this was going to happen before the game, so it's not a surprise. Everyone predicted loss. Well, you predicted nearly a 5-pointer.
Nearly.
But look, we knew Dr. Tottenham was going to show up today, and
Semenyo as well. Semenyo was obviously going to score the winner.
Yeah, look, I was pleasantly surprised because I think the team actually produced more than I expected them to do today.
But that's more to do with your expectations and how well we played.
Yeah, that's how low our expectations.
Yeah, but it's everyone's expectations. Everyone's expectations is absolutely in the gutter right now. And when you go away to Brentford and you perform like that and have no ambition to go forward, I thought I walked away with it. Obviously gutted that we've lost the game, but I thought for the majority of it we were shit. Don't get me wrong, but there were moments in the game. First 15 minutes, last 15 minutes. Yeah. I was happy with what we saw.
What about one player I want to talk about for me was Tell. I thought he played really well today. What did you think?
My man, the match for Spurs, Matty's Tell. And look, Sim, how many times have we been talking about it in the studio? Every single predicted lineup probably for the last month and a half. Saying Tell's got to start. Every time he's come on, he's looked good. He's made an impact. Well, last 2 games, he's probably been our best attacking outlet that we've seen so far. And I think it's criminal, the handling of Matty's Tell so far this season because of what he's showing right now. And right now, he's our best attacking option. Because I thought Mawani was absolutely crap today. Like, he was so bad, man. Yeah. Who else was in our forward line?
Javi.
You had Matty's Tell. Javi, I thought, was pretty poor for the whole game up until the last 10 minutes. I thought he came alive.
I thought for first 10, last 10, he was all right, and then he was shit in the middle. Yeah,
there was this one moment where he just loops it over a Bournemouth player and starts an attack for us. I thought was fantastic. But yeah, look, in terms of going forward, I think Tell,
he got injured. Hopefully, he's all right.
Bergvall Bentancur go off injured.
Bergvall looks like a reoccurrence of his previous injury that he just got back from.
If that is the case, then that's on Frank. That is completely on Frank. And you know what? I went mad at Ange about the injuries last season, so Frank's got to get the exact same treatment. If he's rushing Bergvall back, there is no need to rush Bergvall back when you've got Archie Gray there.
Odeberg played on the right, yeah.
It seems like a rush back though, because why is he Bergvall even in the team if he's still got a niggling groin injury?
It's ridiculous. If he has been rushed back and he's reoccurred the same injury, then that is completely on Thomas Frank, and it's nowhere near good enough. Like, you've got to be doing a lot better than that, and you've got to be looking after your players better than that. And now it's going to hamper us, because if he's out for an extended period of time, Bentancur's out for an extended period of time, Kudus is out for an extended period of time, then we're basically back to similar spot where we were last season. You know what I mean? God. Complete bare bones.
Bare bones. Get your Luke and Williams Barnetts out then.
But look, I think I thought we were so unlucky, man, not to take something from this game. As much as like we were shit for the majority of the game, I don't even think Bournemouth did much. Like, how many saves did Vicario actually make today?
None.
Not many.
They scored every shot. They scored with every shot on target.
See what I mean? Like, so
the thing is,
Bournemouth weren't.
No, sorry, Ben. Sorry, just to ask you, do you not think you make some of your own luck in football though? Like, I felt like today we kind of made our own luck by individually trying a few things a bit differently. You know, Bergvall was hitting shots from 25 yards. Tell looked like he wanted to take his man on, and that's how we got our first goal. Paulinho made his own luck by trying an overhead kick in the last 15 minutes there. And do Bournemouth not deserve credit for making their luck, for the way they attacked, for the way they came forward? Every time they had an attack or they crossed it in from a wide area, I was worried they were going to score. Between that, in that 60-minute period you're talking about,
that's called PTSD, Amir.
You think it's all PTSD? maybe it is. Maybe
I genuinely didn't feel that threatened from Bournemouth today. I really didn't. I think the first goal, again, I haven't seen it back, but the first goal looks like a defensive mistake to me. It looks like we gave him a free header in the box, and Romero should be getting close to his man. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't seen it back.
It's a good header, but sloppy. But
it was a very good header. Very good header.
But we need to be doing better to close down the man, right? Romero was the closest man to it.
We do, but this is what...
Stop the cross, I would say.
Yes, either stop the cross or do better blocking it. Do something. My thing is I think Bournemouth made their own luck today by the amount of players they committed forward. So when I say that they look like scoring on an attack, it's not because I'm just saying it. I'm saying it because I'm seeing it. When they get an attack, when they're building forward, you won't see just one or two players in the box. You'll see 4 or 5 or maybe even 6 players. So they're creating their luck by going forward. We do the opposite. We go 1-0 ahead and then we sit back and we rest on our laurels and we don't attack and we don't go for the gusto and we don't try and win games. Same against Sunderland. Why? We should have taken all 3 points against Sunderland, but we ended up with 1. Why? Why do we keep doing these things? And for me, it's coming from the top. It really is coming straight from the top. And I just want to see better for our club, Ben, because I agree with people telling me that, you know, some of these players aren't good enough. Some of them aren't. But we all know that that's not a process that happens overnight, right? That happens over a few windows. But with the manager, you know, I think we've seen in these 5-6 months that he's clearly not the right guy. So I'm like, okay, where do we go from here? What are the steps that we can take as a team, as a club, as a collective to start getting things right? Because I don't want to sit here through another 20 games or however many we have left, you know, for the rest of the season and just going through this pattern again and again and again, because it's not fair on our fans like yourself who travel, you know, up and down the country, all over the place to you know, be disappointed by these kind of performances week in, week out. It's just not on. It's just not
chopping and changing managers. We've been through it countless amount of years.
We have.
I personally right now don't know if Frank's the right answer. The evidence suggests that he's not, right? There are plenty of things going against Thomas Frank right now in terms of the argument if he's the right guy or the wrong guy. There is so much evidence right now to suggest he's not. Not just the way we're playing our football, the way he talks in the press, you know, both on and off the pitch. There's evidence to suggest against it. However, I don't. If look, put it this way: if he was sacked tonight, I wouldn't care. It wouldn't be anything to me. Like, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't be happy. I wouldn't be sad. I think the only choice we've got is to stick with him until the end of the season. I think that's the only choice we got, because I think we're in between a rock and a hard place. Where do we go if Frank is sacked? There's a much bigger manager market available in the summer after the World Cup. And what are we going to do? Get in Mason to the end of the season? Is it going to be any better? Mason's just got sacked from West Brom. Who the hell are we going to bring in from now to the end of the season, this magical manager that's going to make everything so much better? Who is it? Please tell me.
Throw the book at Javi.
Throw the book. He's not even 100% going to be better.
At least we get some nice football.
Yeah, he'd get our midfielders
but are you looking at that? Are you looking at that as more of a short-term thing, or are you looking at it as like, yeah, just let's see, is it a long-term thing? Because if it's a short-term thing, then there's no point.
Yeah, that's fair. But I don't know if I could. I guess tonight was a bit better, but the football in general was just so hard to watch.
I can't stomach his interviews as well, Ben. Me and Sim been talking a little bit before the stream, and I find him as a manager the most uninspiring manager we've had in 30 odd years. He doesn't inspire me to win a game of football. I don't think he could inspire me to stick the kettle on, to be honest with you, Ben.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Like, he's not inspiring me right now. Like, I'm not sitting here and advocating for Frank. I'm not sitting here and saying Frank's the answer and Frank's going to take us to the promised land. I'm just saying that we're here halfway through the season. We've sat through all this shit.
Yeah.
The smartest thing to do for me is wait till the end of the season to get a manager, because there's going to be such a pool of managers to bring in. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, that's fair.
I hear. No, that's a very fair point, Ben. My thing is what happens though in this 4 or 5 months now until the end of the season. Do you know, like how bad can this get? Like realistically, we could go out of the cup on the weekend. Beating West Ham at home, I'm not even so sure that's a given. That's the cup.
We can't
final.
beat Wolves at home, so no game
exactly.
is a given.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not saying we're not going to beat West Ham, but no game is a given.
No game is a given. You go out of the Champions League by February, end of Feb, and then what is there left? We're literally fighting for 14th, 15th.
But Amir, we're playing Aston Villa in the FA Cup, right?
Yeah.
There is no guarantee any other manager comes in less than a week before the FA Cup game and sees us through in that game. We're going to lose. We're going to lose probably whoever our manager is. They're a better team than us.
You see, I don't agree with that, Ben. I think if you do get somebody in who understands a thing or two about management and a thing or two about football, I think they will get better results than what Frank is doing. That's why.
Yeah, but the FA Cup game is in 3 days' time.
No, I know.
4 days' time.
I know. I'm not talking specifically about that game, but I'm talking about our end of the season. If someone like Stell sat on here earlier, and he obviously thinks we can still get Europe from where we're at now.
We can.
Do you think so too? You think there's a possibility of Europe?
Of course there's a possibility. The league is so congested and so tight together.
So my question to you would be, do you think currently Frank is the right man to get us back into Europe?
Probably not.
So if he's not, then what's the point in keeping him here for the next 4 or 5 months?
Because like I said, I don't know if there's a guaranteed alternative option. And by the end of the season, look, the next manager that we get has to be the guy. He has to be.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're going to go through another. We're going to be in the same spot in a year's time. We have to bring in the right guy next, and we have to make sure he's the right guy. Do I trust them to bring in the right guy? Probably not. No. But we need to make sure he's the right guy. And right now, it's going to be a panic move and a panic signing. So.
Yeah.
And we've done that before.
We've done the knee jerk before.
So that's just what it is right now.
What about Robbie Keane till the end of the season?
Robbie Keane's got a job, and he's very happy in that job.
Get him into the end of the season. If Spurs come calling, surely he can't say no, can he?
If there's
he's a good
viable,
manager,
if there's a viable interim that I feel that can do a better job than Frank, or that's guaranteed to do a better job than Frank, then I'm open to it. But I just can't see that possibility of that person. I mean, Harry Redknapp's actually I don't know if you heard him today. I was listening to him on Talk Sport before on my drive up. He's thrown his hat in the ring for the West Ham job.
No way.
He's done that again. Yeah, I heard.
No way. He wants to go and rescue West Ham. Wow.
We haven't got your opinion on the viral Cupgate. Any strong feelings about
Cup of coffee?
You know what? Yeah, I cannot believe you've given this as much airtime as you've given it. This is the most ridiculous thing I've seen in my life. Like, so what? He's picked up a cup that's got an Arsenal emblem. He obviously hasn't done it on purpose. It's a mistake. Like, give the guy a break. Like, just because you don't believe in him and don't.
No, the guy's drinking out of an Arsenal cup. What are you talking about?
I don't give a shit what cup he's drinking.
What if he comes to the training ground in an Arsenal shirt?
Oh, I forgot. It was in my Brentford section.
Oh, I didn't realise. What, we start eating with an Arsenal bib?
You lot are shameless. Absolutely shameless.
Oh.
It's acceptable to you.
It was a mistake. It was a clear mistake. Obviously, he hasn't done it on purpose. A cup was there. He's drinking out of it. That's it. Like, there's no.
I'd sack him for that. I'd sack him for that.
You know what I mean? Using that as look. Put it this way.
Always check your cups, Ben. Always check your cups.
Put it this way. Yeah, we've got so many sticks to beat Frank with right now. Why are you using that stupid thing? Like, there's no need for it. There is so many more sticks to beat him.
It's something to discuss. He's been seen drinking from an Arsenal cup.
It's nothing to discuss, though. It's not anything to discuss. It's the most stupid thing ever.
What if he saw the Arsenal cup? He's like, that's the only cup in the room, and he decided to use it. Would you think differently? I don't think.
I think it's just a mistake. I don't think.
He says it was a mistake.
Look, the bottom line is
what if there was just a single Arsenal cup there, and he said, I'm just going to use that because I can't be asked to get another cup. Would you think differently?
Look, I don't care. I genuinely do not care one bit.
So you wouldn't think differently if he decided to use that cup still sitting there.
Whatever kind of spin you want to put on it, or hypothetical you want to put on it. I literally couldn't give two shits about him drinking out an Arsenal cup.
Why are you so accepting of Gooners? I don't understand. No.
He's moving Vinay in, don't you know? He's moving
Vinay, Cochrane, all these Gooners.
All right, cool. Yeah. Vinay and Cochrane planted it for him, yeah.
There's a whole. Just saying, it seems to be a pattern going on.
There's something going on at our club, Ben. Can you not smell it?
There's an infestation.
There's an infestation. There's something going on. Something going terribly wrong. Look who's at top of the league and look who's 14th, for goodness sakes. Something's going on here. It's lasagna gate all over again.
Listen, I hate Arsenal more than the next person, yeah. No one has more hate for Arsenal than me. But this is bollocks, man. This is absolute bollocks.
No, I've got to agree with you, Ben. I've got to agree with you, brother. I think, look, the whole cup thing, was it AI? Wasn't it AI? I don't know.
It was real. It was a real picture.
The fact that it's real, who cared? Like, literally, I don't give a shit about the fact that...
I want to see my manager drinking from an Arsenal cup. Personally,
we've got so many problems, boys. We've got so many problems, and this is what you've given most airtime to on this badger.
Imagine Alonso's walking around the Bernabeu drinking from a Barca cup. You think the Madrid fans are going to be happy?
All that matters is results and how we're playing. That's all that matters. I don't give a shit.
There'll be riots. They'll probably attack his home.
Listen to your big bro, Sim. Listen to your big bro. Say that again, Benny boy. That's all that matters.
So you can drink all the Arsenal cups he wants, as long as he wins. That's how you're saying.
If he wins us the FA Cup, he can drink out of an Arsenal goblet.
Exactly.
Bring us the FA Cup.
Get us the FA Cup, Frank. I will sing your name for the rest of my life if we get an FA Cup. How about that? He can do the amount of boring interviews as he wants. As many as he wants he can do about how he likes to play like this and XG like this. I don't care.
What if he wins the FA Cup but then also celebrates St. Tottenham's Day? Would that be acceptable?
Just win a cup and we'll talk after, all right? Win us a cup.
All right, Ben, I'll let you get off with your night. You're not in tomorrow, are you? Has he got?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not in tomorrow.
All right,
I'm not in tomorrow.
Lucky for you.
You're gonna have to. You're gonna have to deal with the wrath of Bagel on your case tomorrow.
Eruptions. All right, Ben. Catch you later. I'll see you tomorrow.
Take it easy.
See you Friday. See you Friday. See you.
Up the